Dr. Salim, I'm interested in your views on what in many ways is what you describe as the ballot and not the bullet, this wind of democracy that they believe was blown across the continent in the last few years. Do you think that multi-party democracy is good for Africa?
We've tried the one-party democracy in Africa, and it had its ups and downs. And after 30 years, I think Africa needs to ensure genuine democratic changes in our continent. But I do not interpret democracy in Africa simply the existence of political parties, though it is important. The existence of a plurality of political parties is a very important condition in that process. But democracy is more than that. Democracy we have to build in our societies, in our continent, first and foremost, a culture of tolerance, so that our people understand that belonging to one political organization or another does not make you either a traitor, depending on one's interpretation of who is in power, or does not make you an enemy.
Yes, but isn't
the others?
Absolutely, but isn't that the best way of ensuring that? I mean, you have to have different parties for that culture to emerge.
But I'm saying, do not underestimate the work that has to be done. In other words, what I'm saying, we have to educate our people. We have a tremendous responsibility to ensure that we build the necessary institutions which ensure and underpin a democratic society. We have to build a free and dynamic press. We have to build an independent judiciary, which is responsible. We have to build a legislature in our society, which also takes its own responsibilities. And above all, we have to create a climate in our countries where things are done openly. The question of transparency, the question of accountability is taken as a foregone conclusion.
This is all what happens in the developed world, in many ways.
It happens, yes, in the developed world in many ways. But it has taken time before those things happen. And don't forget that even in the developed world, with all those things happening, there are so many scandals happening. Yeah. But I'm saying that no one should think that let there be democracy in Africa today, and Africa will be democratic.
Absolutely.
I'm saying that democracy is a process, and Africans need democracy, and the very struggle for freedom by our people was intended so as to ensure the participation of our people in the process of governance and the process of development.
Yes, but what I'm interested in, sir, is that, so you would not disagree if we sought to model our political structures along those that exist in the Western developed world?
Not at all. What I'm saying, that first, let me say what I agree and what I don't agree.
Okay.
I do not agree that that democracy practiced, say, in London, must be taken hook, line, and sinker, and must be applied in Ghana.